Good news, everyone! The channel has been remonetized. Isn't that great? That's really great. All right, no, actually, all things said and done, I'm happy, but I'm bothered at how easy this was after a certain point. So here's the full timeline. Um, about 30 minutes after I uploaded the Hero Academia video on the weekend, I got this email, and this email said, "Hey, your channel's back. Hey, well, I actually like the wording. Congratulations, you have been accepted into the YouTube Partner Program." I mean, sure. I mean, I know it's a stock email, but it makes you feel bad. Anyway, it's a good time. The channel has been remonetized. I waited a few days because I heard horror stories of them turning back the decision 2 days later, but it hasn't happened yet, and I'm pretty happy. Although I got to see firsthand what happens when you're being COPA compliant, i.e., when all your videos are designated as being for children. I saw what happens firsthand for those last 2 days, and it's like, dear God, it is true. You do legitimately lose 90% of, well, whatever the system is. That was kind of concerning. But anyway, point is, right now the channel has been returned to its proper state. It was supposed to take 30 days after I reapplied, or up to 30 days, but it happened within two. And I want to believe that that's partly because of how many people probably got word out to YouTube. I looked at my Twitter and I didn't see any kind of reply from YouTube. I might have missed it, but I didn't see it. Regardless, I want to just say thank you to everyone that helped out for this whole situation. The channel has been returned. Now, mind you, we're still dealing with dangerous times on YouTube. As we go into the future, it's going to be weird. Well, we're going to have to see what's going to change. It's going to be a strange landscape. I know that some commenters have told me about other problems that other anime YouTubers are having, like multiple copyright strikes. I've been through that before, and I'm sure the copyright strikes are something that we'll always have to deal with. But as we go into the new era of YouTube and COPA, it's gonna be a tough time. So due to that, I am gonna keep up the Patreon and the Coffee accounts. Although the Patreon, I will switch it back, or I'll add a tier for $1. It'll pretty much be a donate whatever you want type thing. On the Patreon, I will give like little vlogs whenever I can, and maybe like bonus videos again whenever I can. If anyone wants to support the channel, the reason I'm gonna keep it up is just because after seeing the tomfoolery that happened within 2 days of getting this back, I just don't trust YouTube. But anyone that was supporting on Patreon, feel free to drop out. Like, the channel is out of danger, and it'll stable. Like, I'm still screwed for December, but it'll stabilize and it'll be good enough. But yeah, everyone that joined up and everyone that shared the videos and everyone that helped, thank you so much. You guys really stepped up, and it made me feel good on the inside, and it made me feel pretty blessed. Now I want to tell you a funny story because I've been talking about it here, but yesterday I found out that YouTube had decided that High School DXD was for children. And this is what I've kind of wanted to tell people when it comes to COPA. I'm not afraid of the COPA regulation. I'm afraid of what YouTube after COPA is going to do, because YouTube overcorrects for things all the time. And that's pretty much my concern right there. The fact that they called High School DXD for children. And what's actually really interesting is that they didn't ding any of my Pokemon videos. No, they dinged specifically the High School DxD opening and ending analysis video that I did back when Hero was coming out. And that showed me something that I think is important for other YouTubers to know. So you can let them know this as well. But the fact that they only dinged that video as child or for children, it's telling me that the algorithm is probably looking at things and weighing certain words in videos, and depending on the weight of that word, that'll be what designates it as for children. In the case of the High School DxD video, there's two words that I saw that maybe are the ones that triggered the algorithm, and I would assume it's the keyword high school. I don't know why high school, but maybe school too. And then OP. I think kids always say OP. Like, there's a lot of OP things in video games or whatever, right? Like blah blah. It's just regular internet lingo. I think as we're going forward into the future, content creators are probably going to have to be very careful with what words they use if they want to avoid um, false positives. So if you know any content creator, you could pass on that advice. The fact of the matter is, the high school DXD video was dinged for some reason, and it was only that video. And the only thing that makes sense to me is that they were doing a keyword search, and based on a combination of factors, it probably ends up being, yeah, a false positive. Now, one thing I do want to say is that I went through the process of getting that video back, and there was a feedback form, and I think this is also for more of the anime creators. If you're gonna end up on that feedback form, we have no idea how YouTube's actually going to go about reading those things, but I think it would be excellent if you did your best to show YouTube that it's not just your word against theirs. For instance, the majority of anime that we cover, if we're anime YouTubers, a lot of them have aired in the West, such that you can go on IMDb and see what kind of classification they have. For instance, My Hero Academia has a TV-14 classification in the United States. High School DXD has a TV MA or TV Mature classification in the United States, and I could find that very easily on IMDb. When you end up going on that form, I really do think it's important that you bring in other regulatory bodies, because YouTube's gonna have to listen to someone, and if they're not gonna listen to their creators, they might as well listen to other governing bodies. So that's a strategy that I would recommend doing. And if you guys ever end up hearing about other YouTube creators having that problem, I don't know if it's gonna work, but it's better than just saying why you think something isn't intended for children. It's better to bring in another authority figure, because that's probably the only way that YouTube's gonna listen here. Anyway, that was just the very quick blurb. I got nothing else really, nothing else to say. I'm working on videos right now. I guess I could say that over this last month, I've been working on other videos, and one of the videos that I got was a D&D animation. I'll leave a link down below. You can go to the other channel and check it out, and I'll leave a link to that other channel. It's Tripl Shorts, and there will be more animations coming there. One thing I've learned is it's time to diversify, and I will also be diversifying to other platforms once I have more time, pretty much. Regardless, this is a good news day. Things are still difficult, but this is hopeful. Hopefully I don't get dinged again, and hopefully I'll be able to avoid the new problems that are cropping up in the new era of YouTube. But yeah, till next time, guys. Thanks for coming in on this very quick update video, and also keep an eye out for Kimetsu no Yaiba's chapter impressions. I'm going to be recording it right after this, so if you're a fan, just keep an eye on it. Anyway, thank you for watching, and until next time, I hope you have an absolutely great day. Man, I really feel like I should have had more to say, but I think I'm just tired, because I'm not really feeling all that excited about getting the channel back. It just feels like more problems are coming on the horizon.